The last Morgan & piece of 2023 is through the gauntlet and sold out just like that. 250,000 of them. And the success of that program goes back to, well, a couple of years ago. Remember 2021 when they brought out the 100th anniversary? Well, there's a few coins there that are still very much affordable for how rare they really are. Let's talk about them. I'm talking about the Denver, the San Francisco, and the Philadelphia from 2021. And why am I talking about those right now? Well, first of all, remember, the 100th anniversary of the last Morgan would involve 3 coins. Because in 1921, Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco struck the Morgan dollar. If we're celebrating 100 years later, the anniversary of that last Morgan, and I'm glad they did, I think all of you are glad they did, right? Then, 3 coins we need to talk about are the Philadelphia, the Denver, and the San Francisco. Now, the unique thing about the Morgan dollar program of 2021 is the fact that they actually made 5 Morgans. They also brought out the New Orleans and the Carson City, but the key to all of it was they made only 175,000 coins. Think about that, 175,000. Why do I reference that and pause? Well, now let's fast forward into our short trip to 2023. The U.S. Mint earlier this year brought out a Philadelphia, right? They brought out a beautiful Philadelphia, 275,000. They increased the mintage because they know they should have made more in 2021. But there was a blank shortage, so they couldn't. And it sold out with a snap of a finger, right? 275,000. And a little bit after that, we had the proof version from San Francisco. First time that ever happened. And right now, they're at a little over 320,000 of those that have sold. It's the only non-locked number from the U.S. Mint this year. And then last week we experienced, 250,000 of the reverse proof, the 2-piece sets. And it sold out quickly there as well. So having the opportunity to go back to the coins that kind of started it, right? The New Orleans and the Carson City were launched on May 24th, 2021, sold out in a couple of minutes, 175,000. And then on August 3rd, 9 weeks later, they paused it because they were looking at how could they make the process better. And the process wasn't really the problem. It was the popularity inside of the process that was a problem. They didn't make enough coins. We talked about that a few minutes ago as well. So on August 3rd, the Denver and the San Francisco were released and sold out just as fast. Well, all the changes that were made didn't stop anything. It still sold out in 5 minutes. And last but not least was the Philadelphia issues on August 10th. That took about 7 minutes, but that was because the piece dollar was made with 200,000. So there were a couple of extra pieces there to be gobbled up, and boy, did we gobble them up. So the core Morgans, the Philadelphia, the Denver, the San Francisco, the 3 that were there in 1921, the 100th anniversary date of, are here tonight. Look at our price. The competition, right? The closest they have available is the Philadelphia at $299. We are $50 less. If you want the Denver or the San Francisco, the 2 branch mints, they're $75 to $100 more. $229 to $240, $329 to $349 each. So it's also important to talk about the mintage figures as well. I referenced them a second ago. 2023s are $275, $320 right now out of $400, and $250. And you know the popularity of those, all of them basically, wow. This was where it started. And there are only 175,000 of each of these. So going back to the beginning of this modern Morgan dollar program means we're going back to 2021. And tonight, it's taken us about 5 months to accumulate enough to chat about this for 7 or 8 minutes. But worth every ounce that it took. Finding one here, one there. Again, the OGP on the very top of the banner on your left-hand side stands for Original Government Packaging, which means the coin in the capsule as you see it on the bottom. Then there's a certificate of authenticity on the top shelf with the box it goes in, and then the outer wrap the government made for it. So it is as released by the U.S. Mint officially. Beauties down the road. $249.95. Saving $50, $80, and or $100 based upon the mint off of that of our competition. But on some of this stuff, as we've known in the past, whoever has it, that's where the sale is going to go. Who else has them? Well, that is referenced. But saving. Your choice tonight, which means you don't have to buy all three. Thank you, Hunter, for that, by the way. I should explain. Our your choice always means that if you just want one, you're a Denver fan, or you're a San Francisco fan, or you're a Philadelphia, the main mint fan, then you can just buy that, and at $249.95, we're going to say big time thank you. If you haven't put away one of each of these and you want to put that whole collection together, you have the uncirculated from 2023, you have the San Francisco proof from 2023, and you are fortunate enough to get in on the reverse proof from 2023 as well from San Francisco. Well, the coin that started it was the 2021. All the Morgans are the same. They're all the 175,000 mintage. The difference is popularity, obviously. People love Carson City and New Orleans because of the novelty that those mints closed in 1893 and in 1909, respectively. The three current mints are Philadelphia, Denver, San Francisco. They were also the mints that made them in 1921, the last year the Morgan dollar, the vintage Morgan dollar, was ever made. We thought it was kind of cool putting together that little package. The true 100th anniversary celebration is these three. Not that I don't like the other two. But value, value, value is our middle name. Guys, we need a 1-minute clock. The Philadelphia seems to be outpacing the others right now, but they're all, well, I thank you for loving them all because, well, we all know the value is there. Our middle name, America's Value Channel. $249.95, not $299, not $329, not $349. Whether it's the Philadelphia, the Denver, and or the San Francisco. It's just value any way you slice it. And the attention today, and they're continuing it in 2024. They released that they are making more Morgan and Peace dollars in 2024. They got a brand new series they're coming out with. It's going to be a lot of fun. And what's going to happen when we bring out the 24s? We're going to look at the 23s and say, oh my. Then we're going to go back to the 21s, these coins, and say, yeah, that's where it all started. The modern craze, these beautiful Morgans of modern era started in 21, and we have the Philadelphia, the Denver, and or the San Francisco to your liking at just $249.95 in the original government packaging. That's a deal worth writing home about. Give us a call.